Alright guys, this is our study guide, so let's go ahead and get started talking about the answers to the study guide. Okay, we'll do questions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 all right off the bat. True or false? Consecutive angles of a rhombus are congruent. That is false, sorry. Number 2, base angles of a trapezoid are congruent. That is only true if it's isosceles, but it didn't say that, so false. 3, diagonals of a rectangle are perpendicular. That's not true. False. Number 4, a square is always a rhombus. That is true. Number 5, a rhombus is always a square. That is not true. Does not work both ways. 6, diagonals of a square bisect each pair of opposite angles. That is true. 7, opposite sides of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent. That one's hard to say. If I said one set, then the answer is true, and this is saying one set, so we're going to go with true. Number 8, consecutive angles of a square are congruent. That is true. They're all 90. Question number 9 gives us a parallelogram, and what it asks us to do is to find some angles. So it says angle A is 99. So the parallelogram has these angles, and A is 99 degrees. Okay, and so we want to find R. Well, opposite angles are congruent, so angle K is going to be 99. But consecutive sides on a parallelogram add to 180, so we're just going to actually get 81 for those. Okay, that's number 9. Then we'll go to number 10. Number 10 says AB and AR and RK and KB. Now this is going to be a system because AB is going to be equal to RK, so we're going to get x plus 24 equals to RK, which is 3y minus 11. And then we're going to also have KB, which is y plus 40, equal to AR, which is going to be 4x plus 15. Your best bet is to solve one of these for a variable, and I'm going to do that with the x. So I'm going to subtract 24, and we get x equals 3y minus 35. Okay, and I'm going to take this piece of information, and I'm going to plug this guy right here into this equation for x. Okay, and let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to do that actually let's do that on the next page. That way it's a little easier to see and all that good stuff. Okay, so let's start the next page. Have a little bit more space for this one. Okay. Alright, so when I plug it in, I should get y plus 40 equals 4, and instead of x, I said we're going to plug in that other information, and what we found x to equal was 3y minus 35. Okay? Alright, now we're going to go ahead and distribute everything through. So distribute the 4 through here, so we're going to get 4 times 3 is going to be 12. And we get 12y. 4 times 35 is going to be negative 140 plus 15 equals y plus 40. Okay, we're going to go ahead and combine like terms, and so that's going to be negative 125 and I'm going to do y, move it over here to give me 11y, and I'm going to subtract this over here, and if I subtract 40 from 125, I'm going to get 85. Okay? Alright, looking good so far? Okay. Alright. Divide by 11, that doesn't seem right. Let me just double check. Oh, I gotta add 125. Haha. That's my problem. Okay. Sorry, a little faux pas right there. There we go. Now we're back on track. So I get 165 on this side. So I subtracted the y to get positive 11. Divide by 11, here we go, y equals 15. Sorry about that, guys. Boom, boom. I just did a whole algebra video. You think I would be able to do algebra? Apparently not. Once we get this, we're going to actually plug this back in. I'm going to plug it back into that x equals equation. It was x equals 3y, which is 15, minus 35. Okay? And so this is 3 times 15, so that's 45 minus 35. So that gives me 10. Okay, there we go. Y equals 15, x equals 10. We can always double check by plugging it back in to double see. Alright, the rest of these problems we actually did together in class, so we'll go over these guys pretty good here. So number 11, again we have a parallelogram, and the information we're given is that 49 degrees goes here, and 82 degrees goes right here, and we're trying to find this and this, these angles. 82 degrees and this angle right here should be supplementary. So 82 plus what gives me 180, and the answer to that should be 98 degrees. So we get 98 degrees. So that's for the measure of RGK. Then the measure of ABG is this angle over here. Well, we have 98 and 49. I can actually find that upper angle by adding those two together and subtracting. So 98 plus 49 is 147. Take that away from 180, and I'm going to get 33 degrees up here. And then we're going to see that this is the alternate interior angle, so we get 33 right here. So there's our answer. Number 12, I'm going to get a rectangle where RA, and you guys have the picture in front of you, but essentially here's my rectangle, and RA is this section right here, x plus 3, and then 4x minus 4 is this whole section here, 4x minus 44. So they're not equal to each other. I got to double x plus 3. So we're going to do 2 times x plus 3 equals 4x minus 44. That's going to give me 6x plus, 2x plus 6 equals 4x minus 44. Move the 2x, add the 44. And we get 2x equals 50. So x equals 25. So that was x. And then RC is the full length. So if I plug in 25 into this piece right here, which is double AR, we should get RC. So we should get 2 times 25 plus 6. So that's 50. Plus 6, that's 56, equals the length of RC. Okay. Alright. I'm not going to write in all the answers for this one. I'll just draw it in the picture and you guys can label it in the correct spot. So here's my rectangle. I'm given one piece of information that this is 118. So let's go ahead and fill everything else out. Well, if this is 118, these are supplementary, so this is 62. These are vertical, and 118 is vertical, right? From here, I know that these are all isosceles. So this angle and this angle are congruent. And if I have 118, I should be able to take 180 and subtract 118 and get 62 degrees. So I got to split 62 evenly, so I should get 31 and 31. Alternate interiors, 31, 31. This is a 90-degree angle, so it should be 31 plus something equals 90. And that something would be 59. 59, 59, their base angles are congruent. 59, 59, all of our base angles are congruent. Alright, our next one's for a rhombus, number 14. And it tells me that angle 4 is 56 degrees. If this is 56 degrees, that's what we're given. Then we know that this is also 56 degrees, that alternate interior angles are 56, and the angles bisect, so that's also 56. Nothing else is 56. We do know that there is a 90-degree angle right here, so 90 plus 56 plus something should equal 180. Okay, and that something would be 34. So 34 goes here, 34 goes here, 34, and 34, and the rest of these are 90 degrees. Because perpendiculars meet at 90-degree angles. Okay, not doing too bad. Number 15, we're dealing with a rhombus. RM and OH, they're equal to each other, so we just set them equal to each other. Okay, so I get x squared minus 2x equals 5x minus 12. I'm going to go ahead and add the 5x over. Not add, just kidding. Subtract the 5x over. So you get x squared minus 7x equals negative 12. Add 12. And we get x squared minus 7x plus 12 equals 0. And we can x factor. 12 and negative 7, that would be negative 3 comma negative 4. Now that's not my actual answer. My actual answer is the opposite of those two. So I got to actually put in x and 4. So we're going to go ahead and erase this so we have some space. If you need to go back and rewrite it down, you can pause it. Okay, and then here we go. So we get x equals 3 comma 4. But it also asked me to find the perimeter. Well, if I can find one of the lengths, so OH is equal to 5 times 3 minus 12, or 5 times 4 minus 12. That's 15 minus 12, which is 3. That's 20 minus 12, which is 8. Perimeter would be 4 sides. They're all 4 sides are congruent, so you got to multiply them each by 4 for the perimeter. That would be 12, and the perimeter would be 32. So we get 4 answers for that problem. Okay. All right, we're going to stop it there. We'll make a part 2 video.